Hi everyone, welcome back to Through Alchemy. So today's reading is going to be titled as What Has Your Person Realized About You and Your Connection? We have three piles like always from the left to right. The first pile is Labradorite. The second pile is Dendritic Agate. And the third pile is Rainbow Moonstone. Pause if you need a little bit longer. Pick the one which calls your name the most. Now I'm going to begin with pile number 1. Hello pile number 1. If you chose this Labradorite, this is going to be your reading. So the first card that we have for you is Mars, move forward and defend self. So we're going to shuffle the cards first and understand the energies. I do pick up that this person is someone that is quite difficult to somebody that doesn't easily cooperate when it comes to especially matters of love, because I think with the Mars energy there's a lot of I do pick up on passion, but there's a lot of aggression with this person, and I'm getting passive aggression, like this person has a lot to resolve from their past, and that's why it's difficult to cooperate with them. I'm also hearing that they feel the same about you, because there's a lot of defensiveness in this connection is what I'm almost feeling. And something about this connection is we have the Temperance, Sagittarius energy again. This is fire, and the bottom of the deck we have Nine of Cups with the Ace of Pentacles. I feel like this person definitely sees you as a wish fulfillment in a way, like you're like the person of their dreams. There are certain qualities that you have which they really want in a partner, but there's something about cooperation here that your person, I feel like it really comes down to trust for this person. Whether it was difficult for you to trust this person because of their actions, whether it's their inability to trust you, but I definitely feel like something about this kind of makes this person feel like they might have to move forward from this connection, is what I'm hearing with the move forward. Because I was trying to decipher whether this person still wants to move forward with you or not, which is pretty applicable, but I feel like there's also an energy of feeling like there's no choice. Like they feel like the both of you find it really difficult, or at least you find it difficult to cooperate with this person, is almost what I'm hearing. Whatever messages come through, see how they fit with your story, because there's a lot of interchangeable energy that I pick up over here, and it's a lot of projection between the both of you. So for pile number 1, how are we going to do this? We're going to do a 4-card spread. You have the Sun, the Emperor, 8 of Swords, upright reverse, upright, 8 of Wands, Three of Cups in reverse. Ten of Pentacles in reverse. Okay, we're going to take that with the Emperor. Page of Cups in reverse. Alright, so major signs that I see over here are Leo, Aries. There's a lot of Wands, so Sagittarius as well. There's a lot of Pentacle energy. Comparatively, there's lesser Cups over here and Swords. So I immediately feel like with the clarifying cards that we have the Sun clarified by Three of Pentacles, Emperor clarified by Ten of Pentacles in reverse. Three of Pentacles is also in reverse. We have Eight of Swords with the Three of Cups in reverse, Eight of Wands and the Page of Cups in reverse. Bottom of the deck, I'm seeing Knight of Pentacles along with Ace of Swords. So immediately I feel like with the bottom of the deck energy, when we have Ace of Swords, this can talk about epiphany, but this can also talk about communication. I almost feel like this person has had certain realizations about you and this connection, and it's also about defenses. I think that majorly this person sometimes wants to really apologize for their behavior. This person could have said certain things that were out of balance, or I'm hearing out of character. And I think that with the eight of Swords and the Three of Cups in reverse, this person honestly doesn't feel like there's a chance of rekindling the spark between the both of you. And I think that when I see over here that there are no cups, I think that this person almost feels like I think that whatever happened, it almost put this person in a questioning whether there were true feelings on your end or not. Or it could also have been a scenario where they gave you the impression that you don't matter to them. So somewhere you both had a misunderstanding, and especially I think maybe this person gave you an impression that they don't care about you, they don't have feelings for you. Whereas I see that with the Eight of Wands, this person is sort of blocked off from their heart chakra right now. So the way that they're feeling their pull towards you, the magnetism is genuinely towards a lot of passion, which I feel like makes you feel like this person doesn't love you, because apparently I think that this person has majorly just shown you a lot of sexual interest perhaps. But with the Emperor, I think that this is someone who tends to get really stoic. This is someone who doesn't really show their cards, or is not okay with showing you how much perhaps their childhood affects them, or they probably, I think that this person is aware of their childhood dysfunctional patterns that they've picked up from their childhood. With the Three of Pentacles in reverse and the Sun, I feel like the Sun is also a card which represents not only the inner child, but it also talks about how much this person has learned through this situation, that they have never really actually trusted a person because of their childhood. Now this could talk about a father figure that couldn't actually provide stability. So this person, I'm getting, especially if this is a woman, it's almost like even if this is a man, it's like the emphasis is on more on the fact that because the father figure was not a stable sort of authority in the family life with the Ten of Pentacles in reverse, it's almost like this person has distrust or disbelief in the ability of really getting close to another person. And I think that why they're attracted to your sort of, I would say, I'm hearing material success, or just the way that you go out there and you make your material abundance a priority, is because this person almost sees that you are somebody that is capable of building a long committed relationship with, you do have those characteristics that we mentioned in the beginning, which are very goal oriented, which is something that this person perhaps didn't have in their childhood, and they could also be like that. So I think what they're realizing is that maybe they prioritize too much of their work, or they just didn't prioritize this connection fairly enough. Now you have to see whether it's what they're realizing about you, or if it's something that they're realizing about themselves, because there's a lot of mirroring where I think that you also do the same things when you don't realize that you're doing that. Because if it's possible that you also had a father figure that wasn't authoritative for the right reasons, this can also create a workaholic tendency within you, where you're like, I can't rely on anyone, whereas that thought pattern is important for your own sort of like a self-reliant characteristic, but it can often push you into an overdrive of feeling like I really can't rely upon anyone. So I feel like with the friendship in reverse, I'm just gonna talk about this person. What I see over here is possible that this person almost feels like I generally feel like they don't feel like there's scope for rekindling this, because they had a chance and they blew it. Things just didn't work out in this connection, and they feel the tension between the both of you, because the wand energy can also talk a lot about the chaos and the aggression between the both of you, and you could have said a lot of things. And there's also, I'm feeling like maybe there's something about ghosting, where this person didn't know what to say to you. And this person, I think that they know they owe you an apology in a way. This person is kind of really but they're reluctant, okay, because the Page of Cups is in reverse, and this, I feel like if you get communication, it's not going to be particularly very soft spoken in a manner, because it's gonna come from a sort of heartache. Like, this person is really gonna hit you up with expectations that something that they're gonna say out of anger or hurt is gonna be heard and seen, and you're gonna sort of soothe their pain. But that's not actually gonna happen, right? Because I think that you both kind of have the same sort of temperament, and it's pretty difficult over here that I see if, you know, this person tends to sort of just burst out thinking that you will be able to comfort them. I think that it would lead to something that might I honestly feel an energy of like a lot of hot-headed conversations which aren't really coming from a balanced place, because the eight of swords energy is almost giving me like lost with your codependency. So maybe the both of you used to have partners in the past, or just a family dynamic where it's okay to yell at another and just be like, okay, why can't you just see underneath my pain? But this person is teaching you a healthier way of communication. It's almost like whenever you sort of like have a lot of aggression and you're wanting the other person to just understand or read your mind, or you're not even saying anything, it's almost like you're just expecting them to, you're basically having a mask, right? You're not able to just show the vulnerable side and be like, you know, this is what bothers me, whether it's with you or what bothered me in my past, and that's the reason why I'm not able to let go of my defenses over here. So this is a mutually shared energy where it's like you fear being vulnerable with this person, and I feel like rightfully said so, because there's lack of trust over here. It's a lack of cooperation as well that this person senses, and I can't really place my finger upon the fact whether it's just this person or it's the both of you, because I feel a lot of stress in the temples of my head. So there's a lot of, I'm getting a lot of crying, a lot of yelling, a lot of just really hurting, because the both of you are kind of expecting each other to soothe each other's wounds, but what you're missing out is when you're so hurt yourself, you can't possibly help another person, right? So I see this energy of just roaring, like you're roaring but you're kind of crying. So all that aggression is just coming from pain from the past, which possibly even this person hasn't done to you, that this person hasn't really done anything of that sort. But it's almost like this person, yeah, this is a mixed energy, because it's possible this person has done something, but it's also possible a it's confusing. It's like spirit is giving me both side scenarios, but then it goes back to this person. It's like a ping pong game. Like, it's a blame game theory that I'm picking up over here. So what I relatively see as a current energy is just the Knight of Pentacles, which is almost like, you can look at the picture, it's very guarded, it's all armored up. It's sort of like waiting for battle. And especially when I chose this deck for your reading, it's almost really giving me that this person expects to put up a fight, or it's like they'll have to really explain themselves, and that's kind of the reason why they don't want to apologize, or they just feel like they won't be hard. It's almost like this person feels like, I'm getting the phrase, there's no winning with you. You both are really butting heads as of now in your journey, and this person just doesn't feel like that they sort of like they wanted to deal with it right now, because we have the Nine of Swords again. So they're kind of just sleeping on it. They're just hoping that this pain sort of dissipates between the both of you, because honestly it just comes down to the fact that they don't feel like it's gonna move any further. Like, they feel like it's not gonna go anywhere. And they just feel like there's a huge lack of cooperation between the both of you, whether it stems from just their end or your end, because there's some sort of barrier where this person also sees through you, is what I feel. And this person also is aware of your own blockages, because I think that there's a lot of back and forth interaction that happened between the both of you that wasn't quite sweet, or if there wasn't back and forth, there was a one-sided conversation, or it could just be that this person explained themselves to you, or you explained yourself to this person, and there was no reply to it. So there's some sort of way where this person, if they didn't reply to you, it's because they were feeling entrapped. They felt like things are already sort of like, really crashed down, is what I'm feeling. So I think that I gasped around the word when I said that, things have sort of crashed down. And I think that I just got the feeling of a tower. It's like this person wasn't expecting things to go down the way they did, and something, it's like they had an epiphany. It's like they just realized certain things about the both of you, where they kind of saw their own flaws in a way, is what I'm hearing, that enabled the situation. But it's almost like this person, I honestly feel like they feel hopeless about it. It's almost like they also feel really guilty, whether it's for putting you through things, or putting themselves, or just there's something that this person feels really sad about in this situation, because they feel like their hands are tied with the Eight of Swords. Like, and I think that this person um maybe has tried to be friends with you or something, and it doesn't really work for them, so they just feel like it's better to completely just, I'm sort of hearing mourn the relationship that you both had, because for a few of you this could have not even evolved to something more than a friendship. And they see this as being quite difficult to tackle with, because it's like, I'm hearing that it didn't start off really good between the both of you. So something about it is also like reminiscing on the past, is what I'm feeling. Like, this person, I'm seeing a lot of red colors. So again, it's a lot about aggression between the both of you. It can also talk about love, it can also talk about passion, but I feel like mostly I just see a lot of aggression, and underneath there are a lot of hard feelings, is what I'm feeling. Like, this person feels like, they didn't appreciate this connection, is almost what I'm hearing, or they felt like they weren't appreciated as well. But for the most of you, I feel like this person felt like they didn't appreciate this when they had the chance, is what I'm hearing. So I think we're gonna flip a few more cards and see what do we have. We're gonna go with the rest of astrology cards. So we have Aquarius, and we have water in reverse, spirituality, emotion, intuition, and compassion. So I'm gonna take one more. we have I love you. These are powerful words. So I think that I did mention that this person felt like, there was lack of appreciation in this connection. This person should have let you know how they feel about you. I think this person ghosted you. I think this person didn't let you know how they feel about you. This person was feeling lack of accountability, and this could have left you feeling like this person never really actually cared about you. This could have just made you feel like, does this person even did this was this all in my head? Was this just like one-sided? Because apparently what I'm seeing with the way that you so easily let me go is what I'm hearing. Like, you really felt like this person just didn't care, like they just pulled the plug on you and you were just left like, was I that easy to let go? So it's almost like you felt like, this person didn't care about you, but what they've realized is that they should have told you that they care about you. They should have let you know. It's almost like I'm hearing I should have fought harder for you. But it's almost like they didn't appreciate it in the moment is what I'm feeling. And I think that this really hurts you because you had sort of I think that you fantasized quite a lot about this connection. I think with the Aquarius energy, you were trying to be logical about it, and you had to sort of muster up the courage to just, sort of pack your bags and leave from that situation, because I think that all you were left with were sort of memories in a way. You could also be feeling stuck in this situation. I'm hearing from spirit that this is something that was definitely meant to happen, because I keep getting the tower energy, which is like, with the water, this is again, like a scorpionic energy, which is all about this had to happen the way it had to happen, because you had to be revealed as to how uncooperative, especially this person can get in relationships, like their unwillingness to just budge from what they're doing wrong. It's like, I think that this person had a chance to right their wrongs in the moment, and they still chose to be stubborn in a way. And stubborn doesn't always have to be in a way where, you're just like, I don't want to deal with this, or I don't want to accept my mistakes. It's almost like a fear of rejection that takes over. And it's like, instead of choosing love in that moment just for yourself, perhaps you choose fear, right? So this person sort of froze in the moment, and they just couldn't let you know how they felt is what I'm feeling. They couldn't just, again, I'm hearing the word muster up the courage to just let you know that, I did mess up things quite bad with you. And I think that this person just themselves accepted defeat in a way. Like, they couldn't let you know that, they're feeling very rejected, or I think that you did also say a few things, because I feel like there was a one-sided conversation. It's almost like this person probably ghosted you, and it made you feel like, I was that insignificant in your life. And this is how this person is realizing that they gave you that impression that you don't matter to them. So something that they're realizing is that that was not fair. Even though they made mistakes, they should have let you know that, you mean a lot to me. So I think that this person just completely shut down their emotional body, because they were feeling so much guilt and regret for what they had done. They didn't realize. It's like you held up the mirror and showed them the real picture, and they didn't like what they saw because of the emotions that it brought into. I'm hearing that this person did something that happened to them. This person behaved the same manner, the sort of behavior that they received in their past from maybe their exes, and they just couldn't absorb the fact that they also became that person. And it's just because this person didn't heal from what had happened to them, so they became that person, right? So it's almost like I'm hearing that quote, it sort of goes like, see who you hate before you become like them. I'm paraphrasing, but it's almost like, hatred is also very sort of intense emotion. And when you start really hating somebody and you're just not able to forgive them, you start kind of becoming like that. In a way, you don't realize that you're becoming like that. It's something like that spirit is referring to me. So this person is kind of realizing that they did things to you which happened to them, and they felt like they were okay, but until you held the mirror, it's almost like it made them realize that this is really wrong and unfair to you on an emotional level. Especially, I think one of the biggest regrets that they have is they didn't let you know in the moment that you care, they care about you, despite the way that they're showing up for you, is almost what I'm feeling. So we have the card struggle, and we have honoring your energy, express love through gifts, horn cactus, resourcefulness. You have trust in reverse, and we have love who you are. You are divine, delightful, deserving of wonderful things in life. So I think this really just rounds it off to the fact that there was lack of trust and cooperation. Now, one of the things that I really want to point out over here is that the both of you couldn't trust each other is because you didn't trust your own discernment to choose a partner for you. So it's almost like one of you really bolted away because you didn't trust your own ability. And this could be this person where they didn't trust their own ability to be the person you required in their life. I think that this person not only struggled with their own insecurities and trust issues, but I think this person also saw you struggling with it, because some way, some shape or form, the way you expressed your pain to this person, it's almost like it really gave them an insight into who you are and how much you're also struggling with things. And something about it came from a place of lack of acceptance for self. I think that this person might not be very cognitively aware, considering I feel like their third eye could be a little blocked right now, because they're purging right now. But this also taught them how to honor themselves, because I think that you put your foot down in this situation and you were like, I'm not going to take this, and it's almost like this reflection really taught this person that what they have been through in their past was also unfair to them. So it's like, you know, hurt people, but it's again that thing where they started probably hating a person in their past and they became like that. It's almost like they felt justified in hurting people the same way. So I think that this person, again, you know, I spoke about the fact that they express a lot of themselves, a lot of their feelings through passion and other ways, or maybe like taking you out, or like giving you gifts. But something about this person's behavior was quite manipulative when it came to their love language, is what I'm feeling. I think that this person could have misused their monetary aspects in life, like almost like they probably wanted to impress you through how much they have, because I think they have this sort of like a stature which is like, I think they could be pretty wealthy, or they're just pretty resourceful when it comes to like money or something, and this person sort of wanted to show you how well they're doing or just impress you and put a band-aid on it. And I feel like this is almost like a way of bribing for some of you, is what I'm hearing. If this person was sort of over excessively giving you gifts or something, it's like they wanted to buy your presence in their life without actually doing the emotional work, is almost what I'm hearing. This is a very specific one, but it kind of only resonates with people that you know that your person was sort of overdoing it with the gifts kind of aspect in the relationship. But I feel like with the horn cactus resourcefulness, they sort of, when they saw that a mirror held up to them, it's like they realized that they should have done better. Like they should have sort of invested more in this connection, and they didn't. Honestly, it's just a classic case of I didn't know what I had until it was gone. And this person realizes that you will not sort of put yourself down or small yourself in any way or shape or form. You're not going to minimize your worth just to be with them, is also what I see. So it's like a sinking ship. They just see this connection as a sinking ship right now, whereas from spirit I'm hearing this is not the end of it. It's because I think that you have a couple more, to be honest, you have a couple of more lessons to learn through each other. And this is not at all to determine, you know, tarot cannot determine whether you guys will end up together or not, but there is unfinished business between the both of you. And something about this also is within your person where they feel like it's not just done yet. I think that the more that they try to run away from accountability, the more that it hits them that they have really done you wrong, is what I'm almost hearing. So I think that this is an ongoing fight internally, and I think that this is also within you. where you kind of try to fight your feelings for this person because you're like, well, this person really doesn't treat me well, or they don't want me. I think that partially the reason was that this person didn't let you know that they still care about you despite that. So this is that sort of aggression, you know, what I picked up in the beginning. Like they just didn't have the courage to still let you know that, you know, hey, I messed up, but I still really do care. So I think that this person wants to let you know right now that they still care. They just honestly don't have the courage to still face you after what they've put you through, because it's like their shadow attribute really took over them. So they feel like, what's the point of expressing myself now, even if it's been a few days, weeks, months, years. It's like this person just feels like, what's the point of it? Like, you're just ultimately going to reject me because I probably took too long to just come to this place of like, you know, like, I just really want to let you know how I feel, like you're important to me. And I think that this is a place of lack of self-acceptance, where this person wanted to remain in their comfort zone. They wanted to just stay where they are, and honestly didn't want to put in the work in themselves. It's like a classic case of, I feel like, I'm hearing this song, it's by Selena Gomez, and it's got some lyric which goes like, I had to lose you to find me, or something. That's not the right lyric, but it's almost like something about this connection. When this person lost you, it's like the both of you were probably pushed to find yourself deeper. And it's like it's like this person feels like they were a dead weight in your life, is almost what I'm hearing. Something about this also made your person feel really unwanted in your life, is what I'm feeling. And then we have the card Embrace, number 21. We have Doable in reverse. The key is within your grasp. We have a tidy house, clarity and organization. And lastly, we have surrender. So I'm seeing that with the Embrace, this person, you know, I spoke about the classic case of, I don't know what I had, and realize what I had until I lost it. So right now what I see over here is a mental blockage of feeling helpless, giving into the situation. I feel like this is a surrender card, which is almost like giving up, honestly. And I'm afraid if that's hurtful to you to hear, but it's like, it's the truth. This person just at this point in their life, they just feel like this connection is not doable. Like, they just feel like there's too much water under the bridge with the tidy house, clarity and organization. Even though they have this realization about what went wrong in this connection, it's like they just don't have the strength to put it back together. It's like I think that this person also felt betrayed by you in some shape or form. I think that this person also is kind of got an energy like, why should I build a bridge that I didn't burn? So it's almost like that would be a specific message. Again, there's a lot of ambiguity here, but I think there's something about this connection. If you know that your person also felt betrayed, they just have this sort of connotation in head, like, I'm not gonna put in the effort now, because they feel like their efforts weren't appreciated. And I think that they do recognize that the both of you don't want to cooperate anymore, or you wouldn't like to, especially if this person was the one who kind of pushed you away. They feel like they just have to give in to whatever fate decides for the both of you, because this person is honestly not having any clue as to how to make this situation better. And they're yeah, I feel like they're honestly just giving up on the situation because they feel kind of helpless right now. They don't know, they don't have enough clarity. They have had epiphanies about this because the universe decided to reveal the true situation to them as to how they have hurt you. And I think that this person is also hurt, and that is the reason why they're not able to completely understand whether they want to proceed with this connection or not, because there's an element of being blind blindfolded as of now with the Eight of Swords. It's like they just don't see a way out with the situation. I keep hearing water under the bridge there. They feel like there's too much that's happened for this to sort of rekindle yet again. So we're gonna get a few channel messages from your person. Pile number 1. I'm wanting to come closer. This distance is heavy on me too. So again, this really brings me back to the place. Excuse me. So this person sort of gave you an impression that they don't care, they don't want to stick around, but it's just that this person, they just froze in the moment. They just didn't know how to make things better. It's like I'm hearing that they weren't equipped enough to handle the situation, or they felt paralyzed. It's like because they chose fear in the moment rather than love. So it's like they couldn't accept their mistake as well, right? Because it was like at first they wanted to get away with it, but I think that you really put your foot down and you were like, I'm not gonna take this, and this person just felt caged in because there was pain coming up, right? There was a reason why your person was behaving the way they were. There was a reason why they were trying to be manipulative the way they were, right? Because they felt helpless in their own ways, and you sort of challenged this person to change those ways, and it's always by sort of healing and rising above that. So it's almost like karma clearing is what I'm hearing, that you really taught this person something, and I'm taking accountability. So I think that the realization is kicking in slowly as to what was the both of your what was the contribution from both your ends, because this is also something about this person gaining clarity on your behavior as well. Pile number 1, it's not just them. I am going inward. I'm trying to bridge the gap between my true self, around my true self. I know you're the one I want to spend my life with. Bottom of the deck, and we have I hate being left out in the cold. So either this person is sort of blocked you out, they left you, or they pushed you away, or they were left alone by you. There's something about this, thing sort of just pushing them inwards, right? I said that lyric which was like, I had to lose you to find me, or to win me, or something. I don't remember the lyrics, but that this person just feels like they kind of had to let you go. And what they're realizing is that this connection is actually helping them get closer to themselves with the surrender card. This can talk about almost like embracing the uncertainty that the situation is bringing, is forcing them to just release this control issue within them, to maybe rush back into your life and say things or promise things that they don't exactly mean, I would say. So yeah, I think we're going to conclude this with a few advice cards that I have for you. Pile number 1, we have surrender fear, surrender comparisons with other people, and we have conclusions are within reach. So immediately when I see conclusions are within reach, I think that you're trying too hard as of now to find answers outside of you. And that doesn't mean that you're not curious or you don't want to bring peace to yourself, okay? I'm not trying to tell you to just sort of sit down and forget about the situation that really matters to you. But it's almost like your fear is clogging your sense of understanding as of now. It's almost like because you have so much fear coming up, this person has triggered you and you have triggered them. It's equal for the both of you, okay? Your journey is at some point where you have to understand that you can't compare this to a normal relationship. You have to see the true purpose behind this connection is so that you can grow. And at this point, surrender your comparison to other people. Is can also talk about maybe you've been really curious whether this person person is, if you have broken up with this person, especially if you're not talking to this person, if this person is not in your life, any of the following cases, it's almost like you have to release control, because this person is not in your life, and controlling their movement, trying to know whether they're with other people or something like that, is sort of just hitting yourself with axe. You know, it's like self-infliction, like you're just trying to hurt yourself by knowing what's happening and feeling like they didn't choose you, or they didn't do enough, or they just didn't want to be with you. It's all fear, because you feel like this person is eventually going to end up happy with someone else, and you're not going to find that person for yourself. That's not true. You know, the universe is fair, and I think that you needed to hear that don't draw your own sort of like conclusions, and by assuming things that this person is probably finding somebody else that's probably better looking than you, or just well rounded enough, or it's just your fear. You don't have to compare yourself to anyone else. What you have with this person is completely unique, and they're not gonna have that same bond with somebody else, right? So I think that's pretty much it, pile number 1. I'm gonna leave it here. I really do hope that you found a message that was helpful. If you did, please do hit the like button, subscribe for more, hit the bell icon so you know whenever I upload next. Let me know down in the comment section how that resonated, and I'm gonna see you guys in another one. Bye. Hello, pile number 2. If you chose this Dendritic Agate, this is going to be a reading. So the card that we have for you is Yin. Intuition, trust, patience, spirituality, receptivity. So immediately I feel like this person is kind of realizing that their ability to trust the connection was lacking because of their ability to trust their own discernment. I think there was an inner dialogue, there was an inner voice always telling this person that this is something very unique between the both of you, something very sacred in a way, I would say. And I think that this person didn't trust it because of the roller coasters I'm hearing that they were going through. And I think that this could also be you, where there was self-doubt because of the way that the connection was progressing, or is progressing, is almost like very it doesn't seem normal in a way, right? It doesn't seem very free flowing. It's like this idea of a relationship just being like I don't know, I'm getting candies and marshmallows, like a easy drift through things is what I'm almost hearing. So what we are gonna see right now is what has your person actually realized. So I'm just reconnecting with spirit. We're gonna do a 3-card spread for you. I feel like the energy over here is sort of like a calm. Like, I think things have already taken place for the most of you. I feel like things are simmering down. I just saw a beautiful white butterfly, so now I'm hearing reap the benefits, reap the rewards. I'm feeling like this person wants to win this connection, is almost what I'm feeling. I had already noticed, almost like rechecking, right? This energy of not being able to trust the connection. Alright, Spirit, can I please connect with pile number 2's energy? What has that person realized? We have the 6 of Swords. We're gonna do a 3-card spread for you. I'm gonna take the Temperance in reverse. I feel guided to take that in reverse. We have the Chariot. We have the strength. I'm going to take the strength in reverse as well. Five of Swords and Six of Cups in reverse. Bottom of the deck, I'm seeing the beautiful Empress, and we have Ace of Pentacles in reverse. I feel like over here, one of the main things that I notice for you is you can see the color combination. There's so much yellow beige kind of a color, which is giving me very solar plexus energy, but also crown chakra for some reason. I feel like there's a sort of like a gasping, sighing energy, like, okay, it's past. Like, I think the triggers are simmering down in your connection. You had a huge cycle of upheaval, and that's where the the yin energy is over here. I'm facing difficulty in speaking in your pile. I see that this is a lot about not being able to just trust yourself and speak as it is, right? There was a mask that had to be peeled off between the both of you. I am going to recommend that you take energies how they fit. It could also be yours, because a lot of things are mirrored in divine connections. But I'm going to talk about it in reference to your person. So I feel like major signs that I see over here is Leo, Sagittarius, Cancer, and Taurus. Apart from that, we do have the yin energy. So it's almost like something about this connection was out of grasp for your person for a really long time. They just couldn't make sense of it, and I think that the universe is still giving them breadcrumbs. Not everything is revealed, because I think that if this person gets to know the I would say the depth of it, to the extent that this actually can last through the test of times, I feel like this might scare your person, because this person isn't somebody who is very confident in their approach towards romantic partners. They face a lot of self-esteem issues. With the Ace of Pentacles in reverse and the Empress, this can really just talk about how they see you as the ultimate one for them, and they don't feel worthy enough. But this can really just talk about the fact that the mirroring energy that I'm getting is that it's a lack of self-love. It's almost like I'm hearing that I didn't want you to see how I didn't love myself enough. So this person's ability to receive love was limited by their ability to love themselves. It's like not feeling deserving of the love that you were offering, right? Something about this connection was hindered by past baggage. This could definitely come from the childhood, because we have the Six of Cups in reverse. Necessarily I would see this as something in the reverse is like extremely missing you. The Strength in reverse, this can talk about wanting to come back and talk to you, but I also feel like this can talk about somewhere where your person realizes that their insecurities held them really back. They didn't prioritize this connection according to the importance it required, and there's a lot of guilt and sorrow, and they have genuine guilt is what I'm hearing. Pile number 2, I think that you might have disbelief, or you already intuitively know these things. You do have a deep telepathic bond with this person feels it, and this could also be a realization that maybe if this is the masculine energy, this person is picking up on these intuitive hits, okay, because this person is evolving. So their intuition is letting them know exactly how you're also feeling, and this person is picking up on a lot of bitter energy coming towards from you, excuse me. I think that this person is trying to exercise their psychic abilities. That's why I picked up on crown chakra previously. Even though the passion is still there, I see that the heart chakra is starting to come alive. It's like the upheaval had to take place, and this person is realizing that their ability was clogged. Not being able to see you for who you are in this connection was was just because of their fears, because they didn't want to believe that you are for them, or you can, you would choose them as somebody that they would want to build a long-term foundation with. And this person is majorly realizing how they have sort of sabotaged it for themselves because they just didn't feel worthy of this connection. This person does put you on a pedestal, and I think it came with the detriment of not treating you as a human in a way, because when we put somebody on a pedestal, we have unrealistic expectations of that person, right? We think that they can do no wrong. So I think that when you started showing your insecurities to this person, your sort of I would say your mask was also falling in a very put together form. I think that you tried your level best, but it came out, and that's what the purpose of this connection is, right? So that you can be vulnerable. And I think that as much as it made the both of you uncomfortable, something about this person's energy was quite sneaky about it. Like, as much as the mask was peeling away, I'm getting the image of somebody's mask peeling away, but they're just collecting whatever residual is there to cover their face up, because this person couldn't bear the thought of feeling naked in front of you. It's like you started seeing their true colors in a way, and this person just started feeling very exposed, whether that's good or bad. They just didn't like it. They didn't like that you could see through them, and that you were seeing. It's almost like this person has a habit of filtering their good parts and just showing it to the world, and like filtering their bad parts. And I think that the good part was filtering. It's like your rosy eyeglasses were taking off. And same for this person, pile number 2. It was the same for this person. This person was also able to see you for who you were, because who you are, because we have the Empress over here, and she has this sort of headgear which is like a crow. And I think that this person was able to understand you also on a deeper level as to who you are and what are your shadow attributes. So this person is realizing that the both of you were immature in this connection. They're realizing that um they did sort of accept defeat before it was required. I'm not gonna lie. With the Temperance and the Six of Swords, I'm feeling like this person is working currently on balancing themselves out, because they don't feel balanced. They have very overwhelming emotions. I feel like as much as we have the yin energy, it's not giving me very positive vibes. It's giving me somewhere this person is too absorbed in their feelings right now. They currently don't know. They're kind of recuperating and replenishing from the damage that took place, and it really just is a metaphor for the fact that you both had this huge triggering to heal certain things, right? So your person just is taking their time slowly by slowly to build themselves back up, because there was a lot of damage done. And I just keep on hearing these words from spirit, because it's a lot like I'm getting like somebody just taking a hammer and breaking those layers of concrete sort of foundations. And I feel like those were false foundations. It's like those were defenses. So I think that the both of you triggered each other in a way which was required for you to open your heart. And that's why I feel like the heart chakra is really glowing. It's like coming alive. It's cracking up. The heart is cracking up. So I feel like this was the cracking up so that the light can start radiating outwards, and vice versa, so it can come in. So this ability of I would say this skill set that your person had to hide their pain, their sorrow, this feeling of unworthiness is finally coming alive, and you're able to see everything. I see what's most significant over here is the fact that we have the Six of Cups in reverse with the Strength in reverse. If you guys are in separation, there's something about this person still not wanting to come forward because they don't feel strong enough. I'm almost hearing that I'm not avoiding you, I'm dealing with my insecurities. So this person is really just taking time to deal with their insecurities. I think that slowly by slowly, this person is realizing that this is not just lust for them in a way, even though lust is, a human instinct, it's a human emotion, it's a feeling. But something about it was very tempting. Something about this connection felt like a temptation, like it felt too good to be true, and it just felt like all passion for this person, so they also couldn't trust their emotions because, apparently the heart chakra was blocked. So this person is realizing a lot of major things. I'm hearing major epiphanies about this connection, which is a lot related to their own sneaky behavior, trying to sort of run away from taking accountability. But I hear that um it's come to bite them back, and it's not in a bad way, but it's in a way where they were trying to escape from epiphanies or learning the lesson. But this person has been caught up by life, like they have been sort of placed in a place. They might fallen sick physically, and sometimes that happens when you are put in a spiritual imprisonment. Sometimes these things genuinely happen, um and it's almost like they were put into a spiritual imprisonment. Like, it's not a punishment, but it's like universe just saying, go face the wall and think about what you've done. So this is like, you need to really think about what you have done. And something about this energy is really making me feel like my immunity. I feel like there's a lot of emphasis on immunity. That's why I feel like this person could have fallen sick, because when the nervous system started purging so much, it's like really deep ancestral patterns. This person started feeling weak. The immune system took a toll. The nervous system was releasing trauma that was not just from this lifetime but from past generations, because trauma is passed through genes. But so are these persons' psychic gifts being passed on by their ancestors. So this person is almost realizing their own importance in this world as well through this experience. And with the Four of Cups in reverse, this person is releasing a rejection wound. Like, they're realizing that they have always just been pushing your way because they thought that you're too good to be true. This person could have been non-committal, and it's because they didn't feel worthy of commitment, especially with you. So they would just avoid it because they thought that you would never actually choose them as a life partner. So they just sort of drew a conclusion that this is just going to end up in a heartache, so I shouldn't even accept it because this person is out of my league. So they themselves just declared you as, you're on a pedestal, you can do no wrong, you wouldn't choose them. So they made all assumptions based on their own projections, right? So I think that the Ace of Pentacles in reverse can also talk about them holding themselves back because they had inferiority complex. In a way, they felt like maybe you're more well-to-do than them, or just a more well-rounded personality, I'd rather say. Okay, so I have a few cards as well, shuffle cards. We're gonna see what we have. We're gonna take Venus in reverse. This is exactly what I just said. Venus, for me, sometimes, especially when it's in reverse, it talks about lack of appreciation for self and self-worth. We have opposition. This is a point of struggle or point of tension in a way. It's like internal struggle is what I almost feel. We have open up in reverse. Lost compass, getting back to integrity. Okay, we're gonna see these cards first. So I feel like with the open up card in the reverse, again, this person's inability to open up to you, they're realizing that they just couldn't open up to you because they didn't love themselves enough to actually accept this love and feel worthy of you. So they're kind of realizing this self-rejective pattern. It's like feeling unworthy and just having self-fulfilling prophecies. It's like a coping mechanism. In a way, it's pretty dysfunctional, but it's a coping mechanism that this person learned, that what, this person is anyways not gonna be mine, so let's just not even indulge in it, and avoid something that can lead to a greater heartbreak, right? Basically, it's a survival instinct. So I see that over here with the Venus. This is again about the fact that this person had self-worth issues, they couldn't accept it. And with the Chariot over here with the Five of Swords, this could have been a power struggle with the opposition that I see. It's like trying to one-up you because they don't want to show you how weak they feel inside. So it's like always trying to control the situation so that it doesn't map out of their hands or their planned abilities, in a way, is what I'm hearing. Like, so that it doesn't go out of hand. It's like, so that they know what's next to come, and if they plan, they can behave accordingly. So this could have sort of come across as a sneaky or trickery or like a manipulative trait towards you, because this person was not trying to manipulate you exactly, but they were just trying to protect their image in front of you. So what they sort of end up doing is that they were just showing you good parts of themselves, and because they wanted to have their cake and eat it too. It's almost like they were trying to control the situation way too much. It's like controlling their perception, controlling your perception of them as well. It's also the fear that they didn't want to see how they actually feel about themselves and how they might bust, because certain people, when they really try to control situations, it's not because they want to control everyone over there, but they're just trying to control the circumstances or the outcomes of the certain situations, so that they can actually be prepared for it, because they don't trust themselves in unknown circumstances. So this person's basic ability to just control things was just coming from a place because they felt uncertain of how they would behave in situations they don't know what will happen, right? It's a lack of self-trust again. So they knew that they might show you some sides of themselves that would be really really brutal, or just they might you might just leave them. It's like, again, feeling like if they let you see too much of them, you wouldn't like who they are internally. And I think that that just backfired, because they could have just opened up to you about the things that they struggle with internally, but this person also didn't want to show you that because of their own insecurities and pride, basically. And pride is not always like a power struggle, but this person, because they already felt beneath you, they did want to come across as somebody that's a little bit knowledgeable. It's like this person was seeking that respect through manipulation, where they couldn't just afford to be honestly transparent with you. They just had a huge fear that was manipulating the whole situation, giving you the wrong idea that they're up to no good, because they were just scared of showing you who they are internally because of how they actually perceive themselves, honestly. So it's so much of like how they say that one lie, to cover up one lie you have to say another 100 or something. And it's like, I think this person also took a lot of time to give you explanation, because it's like they still wanted to just lie to you. So it's all just coming from a place of fear, and I'm not trying to justify their sort of malicious ways, but this person doesn't have bad intentions towards you. It's just that they were too scared to show you who they are internally, because they already feel like they're unworthy of you. So it's like showing you bad parts of them which they already have preconceived notions about as being unacceptable. They can't accept those parts for themselves. They just realized that they did really wrong things they shouldn't have done. With the getting back to integrity, this is not a bad person, it's just that they have had really bad ways for a really long time, is what I'm hearing from spirit. So you're really teaching this person that it can cost you if you don't have the courage to just be the real you. Again, there's a lot of difficulty in saying how it is in this. I'm slopping words, I'm slipping pronunciation. It's not like this person just doing things and not actually realizing how it would impact the other person, honestly. So what do we have next? We have drifter, experiencing life as it comes. Truth, feminine energy. Appreciate this moment. Every situation is an opportunity to grow and find love. We have consider your foundation. Look at how committed you are to love. Effervescence, cultivate love. So this just honestly simplifies things that I said before. It's like just not wanting to be, just not wanting or willing to show you who they are internally costs them a great deal. It costs them whatever bond that they had built with you in a way, or it cost them. It's almost like if this hasn't happened in a way, to the extent that I'm mentioning, for a few of you, it's like they see that coming if they don't do that right now. And for most of you, which this has already happened, it's like this person kind of anticipates things might collapse if they don't change their ways. So it's like a wake up call, it's like an epiphany. It's like this person is having major realizations about this connection, and it's really in correlation with their own behavior, and not being able to just muster up the courage to tell you how it is, how they feel about themselves, because they don't want you to perceive them to be weak. It's like they always have walked around people that are lower, on a lower vibration than them, or just they share that vibration, or they just behave a little bit more, I'm hearing the word cheaper than them, so like a poor behavior in a way. And this person now, when you're there, it's like intimidating, but it's also like get your act right. And this person is intimidated because of the fact that they feel like you're always one step ahead. So there is, I'm not gonna lie, a little bit of competitiveness in the way where this person kind of like trying to compete with you because they want to feel good about themselves. So there's a lot of shadow attribute that needs to be released from this person's energy, so that they can actually stop feeling like you both are competing, because I think that you both have had power struggle, and this is something that this person, I think they still need time to realize this, because I'm hearing from spirit that there's not a full grown sort of, I would say, understanding of the situation and where it was stemming from, is wanting to have the upper hand, because something about this is feeling like accepting my mistake or letting the other person um quote unquote win. Is like choosing love basically is a weakness. So it really just comes down to the fact that choosing self-love or love for others is a weakness. It is almost like choosing more aggressive approaches is sort of like imitating strength within. So I think that this person feels kind of exposed. I think a kind of is an underestimation at this point. This person feels exposed. They feel like the skeletons in closet are revealed as of now. With the Six of Swords, you can look at how the fishes are sort of like piranhas. I'm getting piranhas, and the boat is half broken, and this person is kind of just like they've turned their back against you, or they're behaving a little indifferent, and it's just because of the fact that they are ashamed of their behavior. I think it's gonna take time for a few of you, and for a few of you, this person is already coming to conclusion, and this sort of ego that was there, that I am actually wiser than you. It's like there was this hollowness. It's like I heard the word saying an empty barrel beats louder. So it's almost like this person spoke a lot, but they didn't show much for it, is almost what I'm feeling for you, pile number two. It's like this person really had to sort of step it up in a way, and they just couldn't find the way to match your level. They always felt intimidated, so they somehow had to compensate and make themselves feel like they are on your match. And the way they knew how to do that is by controlling the situation, is by controlling how you see them, is honestly by just they felt weaker in front of you, because of lack of integrity within themselves. So I think that this could also be a case of a classic case of I didn't appreciate what I had until I lost it. If a few of you are in separation, and I feel like with the drifter in reverse, this can really talk about this person not being able to just appreciate this connection for how it was going. It's like they probably had this comparison streak going on, maybe telling you too much about how they used to have things with their exes, or how things in the past have worked out for them, or just there's something about maybe the both of you comparing it to your past and feeling like this is too difficult, or something about it wouldn't be this difficult with another new person perhaps. But it's like this person realizes that they didn't even give this connection a chance because they were lacking that feminine essence within. It's like this person is realizing that it's not just about, if this is a man or just a masculine energy, it's like realizing that I have to inculcate my feminine energy as well. It's like realizing that I still have things to do which should come from a heart-centered place, and cannot, it's like just knowing that this connection cannot be ruled by practicality. They have to probably understand a few things, put two and two together, use their brain to put dots together and connect it and make a line. But it's like they can't find those dots through the logicality, they can't see it, so those come through intuitive hits. So this person is understanding their psychic abilities and their telepathic bond, because I think that when you both have anxiety, maybe you can feel each other's pain. The heart chakra is sort of merging with each other. I get a very twin flamey vibe over here. And with the effervescence, cultivate love, it's almost like this person just really realizes that they didn't do the best that they could have done, and it's just a learning experience. Pile number 2, I would like to tell you that it had to go this way. If you're like, they realize this now and like they should have known this before, you have to go through things to know how to do better, right? And that could also apply to you. So we have the card forgiveness, no shit. We have share the love and get to know each other, learn to meet in others' needs for love. So I think that this is a lot about love language. I think that this person has mostly shown you their passionate side or this frivolous side because I think that that was a miscalculation is what I'm hearing, that this person wanted to show you something else. I think that this person was trying to pretend to be more well put together than they were. I think that maybe you were well educated and this person was also trying to share. I feel like it's not even just like one up, but especially if this is a masculine energy, this person wanted to show you that they can lead life. But the intentions, I feel like, were straight, but the ways to get it done, show up, it's like very manipulative. It's like a toxic masculine. Okay, Spirit is saying it's toxic femininity that wanted to show you that they can do things, but it wasn't coming from a true authentic nature. And this person wants your forgiveness. They want forgiveness between the both of you. I think that you have also said or done things that really hurt this person because you were triggered, and that this person's poor behavior doesn't have to take away from your poor behavior as well, right? Even if you think that they deserved it in the moment, it's like it also took you out of character in some shape or form, and this person feels like you guys should have spent more time getting to know each other. This person could have been stingy with their efforts, and it's almost like maybe you just bursted out and you were like, I've just had enough, like I can't do this. So this person also felt hurt by the fact that you walked on them, you walked out on them, you didn't give them enough time to prove themselves to you, is also what I'm hearing. And this person definitely is kind of realizing that they want to rekindle things with you. With the share love 3, it's almost like they just really want to get closer to you again. They really miss you. With the 6 of Cups in reverse and the Strength, it's like they feel like their backbone has gone in some shape or form. They feel like they miss your friendship as well, the camaraderie. And I think that if you left this person, or something about you putting up boundaries has really made this person reconsider your importance in their life. So pile number 2, we're gonna take a few channel messages from your person. Pile number 2. I want to be close to you. So this is again a very sexual card for me. I see that this person misses your warmth. Something about being around you is very healing for this person. I think that their love language is different. I'm loyal and committed to you. So this person is realizing also that they could have done better again, but this is also a present. Hearing from Spirit, this is a future energy. Like if they get a chance, they really want to show you what you mean to them, honestly. I want us to be out. I want us to be official. I want us to be out in the open. So this is a card where it's like maybe if they weren't owning up to this or letting other people know that they're taken, they're committed, because they're scared, and because I did pick up on an energy of feeling a little non-committal over here. I think that this person wants to do way better. It's like, again, I spoke about that, right? I didn't know what I had until I lost it, kind of an energy. I'm not avoiding you, I'm dealing with my insecurities. I did mention that in the beginning, right? It's just a confirmation situation, that this person, if they're not coming forward, it's not because of lack of interest, it's just because of still dealing with insecurities and issues of inferiority, and it's basically just lack of self-acceptance and appreciation. I miss having your presence in my life, and I daydream about how our children would look like. So this person has definitely seen a very long-term future with you, and they just rejected this situation out of their own insecurities, feeling inadequate for you, compared to you. And I think that this person sort of didn't have the right self-empowerment within to stand next to a person like you. It's like your energies were really butting heads, or you both were butting heads because you were on the same page. It's like this person was acting more out of a shadow attribute towards you, and that could also be you. I don't pick up on your energies, what was your contribution to the situation, but definitely this person had a lot of karmic energies to release. So before we conclude pile number 2, we do have advice for you, which is surrender to success in reverse. Surrender your need to always be right, and energy is gaining momentum. So I feel like as soon as I see surrender your need to always be right, I feel like sometimes this person can be so manipulative. It's like even when you have your discernment on point, pile number 2, you doubt yourself. And I think that as much as this card can be read as you can also become stubborn, it's like more of it is a lot about not having trust in your ability to know that this person is not treating you right, and this is not something that you should keep participating within. It's like when things get heated, it's very easy for this person to manipulate you and make you feel like you did something wrong when they know that they've done something wrong. It's like they're really good at manipulating you because they know that they need you, but they just can't act right. So it's like have their cake and eat it too. And I feel like spirit is encouraging you to understand your internal dialogue better, and also heal yourself so that you know when your boundaries have been overstepped, so that you know the difference between being treated right and being taken advantage of, is almost what I'm hearing. So this is not a typical meaning of surrender your need to always be right. It's almost like when you know you're right, stand up for yourself, make boundaries and uphold them. Don't just give it in just because the person is promising you with words. All right, this person needs to earn their place back into your life, and so that you also don't keep on leading yourself to something that is not actually going to work out for you, right? It's almost like I'm hearing that you kind of really think about whether this is the right person for you or not, whereas tarot can't tell you that, but you can almost be assured by the fact that the universe's work is to make two people meet. That is destiny, but how you move forward with it is almost like creating your own destiny further along, right? So the choice is in your hand, how you deal with it and what choices you make for yourself. So trust your own discernment. I really do hope that you found a message in this reading. Pile number 2, I'm going to leave it here. So hit the like button, subscribe for more, hit the bell icon so you know whenever I upload next. Let me know down in the comment section how it resonated, and I'm gonna see you guys in another one. Bye. Hello pile number 3, if you choose this rainbow moonstone, this is going to be your reading. So the first card that we have for you is Mercury. Think, learn, network and communicate. Alright, so instantly what I see over here is a lot of realization, and I'm immediately hearing a lot of mind games that this person had played with you. It's like I'm hearing false promises. Yeah, I'm hearing a lot about the Mercury energy is like the magician's energy. There's a lot of cards that represent the Mercury, but the first card that comes to my mind is magician. And the magician is someone who has the strength to really call or manipulate energies in their own favor. So something about this person is almost like really realizing their mistakes in this connection, and seeing themselves for what they are is almost what I feel like you really I think that you quit the situation. For majority of you pile number 3, I think that you left this person, and this person had to really rethink about what they were doing and where they were placing you in their life. Like it's almost like I'm hearing a lack of priority, and this person is also thinking at this point about how they have conducted themselves in front of you. We have the perspective card in reverse. I'm just randomly checking the cards in bottom of the deck. We have the King of Cups control. Definitely, this is a lot about manipulating things in your own favor and not being fair to the other person. So I feel like we're gonna flip the cards. But what I mainly over here, what I see mainly over here is regret. And I feel like this person is also going through a phase of transformation themselves, because there's, you know, not only just the butterfly, but it's really intuitively giving me a lot of psychic gifts coming in. My throat chakra is really opening up, so that's not a coincidence that, you know, this person wants to communicate their truth to you. With the Moonstone as well, this is a card, this is a crystal which is very intuitive. It helps us understand things. So I wouldn't be I wouldn't be surprised if I am slurping words in this reading, because the throat chakra has already made itself known, and I feel like this is an energy of the throat chakra actually expanding as of now. So pile number 3, how many cards are we going to take, Spirit? Alright, so we're going to be doing a 5-card spread for you. We have the Wheel of Fortune. So Aries, Taurus, Sagittarius, and Scorpio. We have the Page of Pentacles in reverse. I'm going to take this in upright. We have the Strength, Leo energy. We have the Queen of Cups upright, reverse, Spirit. Upright. We're taking the Queen of Cups upright, and this is going to be in reverse. So we have the Three of Wands in reverse. Cancerian energy as well. So I feel like something about this connection is almost like hitting this person right now. It's really hitting them. What's going on? Taking the Nine of Pentacles in reverse. We're taking this card in upright. This is the Page of Cups with the Page of Pentacles. We're taking this upright. We have the Five of Wands, the Strength. I'm hearing the word retaliate. We're taking this upright. This is the Devil. I'm taking the bottom of the deck in reverse. We have the Sun in reverse. Alright, bottom of the deck, I am seeing the Six of Wands in reverse and the Four of Pentacles in reverse. Insecurities and inflated ego is almost what I'm seeing right now for this person. We're going to read this before we flip your cards, because there's a sense of impatience that I pick up from your person's, and this could also be you. This pile is pretty ambiguous. Like pile number 1, you might have been drawn to pile number 1, but what I majorly see over here for you is that there was a misalignment in this connection is what I feel. Major signs that we have a lot of Leo energy. Cancer is also what I'm picking up. With the Wheel of Fortune, that pretty much covers all signs, and with the Devil we have Capricorn. So I feel like let's begin off with the Strength and the Five of Wands. This person feels like they have to put up a fight to be with you now. And I was hearing this sort of like a rap song. The lyrics were pretty inappropriate, so I'm not gonna say that out, but I think that this person really gave you the image that they're not serious about you, and I think the feeling is it's not right. Pile number 3, I really want to tell you that this person conducted themselves really wrong, but they actually have a lot of unconditional love for you. With the Queen of Cups, I feel like with the Nine of Pentacles in reverse, you know, this is the basic meaning that I didn't show you what I really felt, and this person didn't show you how they felt about you. They hid their feelings from you, and I don't think that it was for the reasons that you think they did that. There's some sort of third party influence or something else that was stopping this person. With the wheel of fortune and the devil over here, something made this person insecure about their ability to move forward with this connection. It's like almost like you really ripped the band-aid. You made them see something about themselves that they didn't like. Number 32 could be very significant over here, that reduces to 5. So it's a lot about things really quickly switched up, and it's almost like what was actually feeling like it was going slow and steady according to this person, it was comforting for them. I think it wasn't for you. And I think that you just really rose up and went like, I don't want to be a participant in this situation. It's really not serving me. I think that you multiple times could have voiced your opinion against this behavior, because I think this person was breadcrumbing you even when they didn't realize, and it's not for the reasons that you think it is. Pile number 3, I really want to let you know that the energy that I pick up over here is not malicious. This is a person that genuinely just acted dumb. Honestly, if I have to be honest, they just made a huge mistake that really hurt you, and they acted dumb, honestly. Like, they never wanted you to think that they're playing you. They never wanted you to think that they're just not serious about you. But they just created a sort of drift apart between the both of you without even realizing that they were doing this, because something about it was blocked. And I think that this was, again, we know when these things happen, they're very divinely guided, excuse me. And I see that the way I am just pronouncing words, slurping them through, I feel like this person could have said something wrong or couldn't have said something. For majority of you, I feel like this person said something wrong. And with the wheel of fortune over here, there are two cats, which is one is white and one is black. So this is giving the yin and yang. And with the devil energy, this person could have operated too much out of their feminine energy. That doesn't have to mean that they were hiding. That could be the case, but it's more like they were just not showing you how they felt about you. And that's one of the biggest regrets that they have right now. It's like, I could have handled the situation better, but it's like they realize that this coulda, woulda, shoulda doesn't serve this connection anymore. And comparatively from pile number 1 and 2, the energy over here is really hyped. Okay, I can't lie, in pile number 1 I almost was about to doze off. I think that the person's energy was so low, but over here I wouldn't say there's heavy adamant energy, but there's a boost of energy. It's not like your person is not empowered or self-empowered within. I just feel like your person is lacking direction right now as to how to make this sure, because they know they're on thin ice. I'm hearing thin ice. And they don't want to fight with you, but they know they will have to put a fight up with you to make you convince or make you see that they care about you. And it's almost like earning your trust. I'm hearing once and for all. I'm hearing that song, All I Do Is Win. So there's this energy of wanting to win the situation, but still not knowing how to heal it. We have the Star Aquarius energy with the Six of Wands in reverse. This is an inflated ego. So even there is determination to come towards you. There's lack of focus, or it's almost like, I don't know how to fix this, is what I'm hearing. I'm hearing hocus pocus. So this is almost like they really made you feel like they're not serious about you. Pile number 3, I feel like this is honestly sad, because this person, I get an energy of wanting to cry. So I'm really connected with your person's emotions, and I feel like they just want to really cry, like how they mess things up, and it's just because they were stuck in their ways. I think that this is a different energy of stubborn, where it's like, I know what I'm doing, and they just sort of fooled themselves into thinking that they know what they're doing. This person was definitely out of balance. I'm seeing the Temperance in reverse, Sagittarius energy. So I feel like, especially when the sun came out in reverse and we have the devil upright, it really gives me that this can not only talk about spiritual warfare, but I just feel like this person succumbed to their greed in some shape or form, because Capricorn can be, with the Wheel of Fortune, is almost like a very workaholic tendency, or just focusing too much on your material success. With the Nine of Pentacles in reverse, I think that this person saw you as someone who is quite well established. The Queen of Cups over here is well settled. She's sort of flaunting her really long long legs. It's almost like a metaphor that I'm giving, like I'm comfortable. I'm comfortable, I'm sitting, and I'm just well established in a way. Even if you don't see yourself like that, this is how this person perceives you, a little bit better than them. So the Six of Wands in reverse, they just feel like they made a fool out of themselves, is almost what I keep hearing. And I think that they tried to manipulate their perception in your eyes by being too controlling. But this is an aspect that had to come out for them. It's almost like you weren't upholding the right boundaries, is also something that you had to learn by this experience. I think it really broke the both of your hearts over here. It really cracked open another notch of vulnerability and intimacy between the both of you. It's almost like to make you realize what you really mean to each other. And I think for you, it could have been a case of undervaluing yourself, pile number three, because this person was kind of neglecting you because they were more focused on how do they come across you rather than how they're sort of succeeding in the connection and making you feel right. The Page of Pentacles in the reverse is an energy of breadcrumbing for me if I read it right now. But in reverse, it's almost like this person realizes that they can't do the same thing, they can't continue doing this. And the Page of Cups can also talk about, again, breadcrumbing. So this person feels like they have to apologize for this, but the apology undertone is not completely there. It's there, they want to make it right, they want to apologize, but they feel like they will have to fight with you to even get a chance to speak to you, because some shape or form I feel like you're just turning your back against them, or you already have done that, and this makes this person really insecure, is almost what I like to say. It really makes this person insecure, because I feel like with the Three of Wands in reverse and the Sun, it's almost like a still an anticipation or apprehension of the fact that you might really not accept them back in your life because you've seen how unstable they are. And I think that this person is seeing that they've treated you really poorly. With the Devil over here, this is not some minor arcana, this is a major arcana, and it's almost like they're realizing that they really messed things up, and it's almost like they're giving up in divine's hands because they don't know how to make this right. I think that the few of you where this person is still in your life, or it's very recent, they're kind of paralyzed by fear, if I'm being honest. They're not able to see things clearly, or a chance to come and approach you, because with the Sun in reverse, this can also talk about somebody who is realizing, I wouldn't go to the extent of narcissistic tendencies, but their own selfish ways. So now when they're realizing that they didn't want to do this, but they were so stuck with a way of being, it's like they see that it's possible. It's like they're just, I feel like the word is like they're expecting something to really not work out even if they come forward, because they feel like you will say no to them right now. You'll just honestly be like no. And with the amount of chopping that I'm hearing outside, it's almost like their intuition is really telling them that go move ahead. It's nudging them, it's pushing them, the universe is pushing them, but this person is scared. But one thing I hear from spirit right now is that this person will come forward, because I don't see them letting you go. It's almost like a mental barrier as of now. These energies are just about contemplation. What should my next step be towards you? Because the devil can also talk about somebody. I don't pick up at this as something very negative, but it feels like they can't resist you as of now. And it's not just like a passionate sense that I'm talking about. It's just like this person has risen to a level where they want to make their right wrongs, and especially to a person that matters them so much. I'm hearing the most, they really gave you the wrong impression that they don't care, is what I'm feeling. And they're realizing that they want to make this right, they want to fix this with you, but with the Sun in reverse, it just doesn't fit. I have to be honest, like something about this feels really off. Something about this, I feel like this person feels like maybe they've put you in a really bad shape, and they're afraid. They probably can't see the pain that they've caused you. So I'm hearing that this person is still sort of trying to muster up the courage to actually come and tell you. They want to communicate this with you. I think that this person could be stalking you as well, but something, I just feel like maybe because we have the Moonstone and there's Mercury and all these energies of like intuition, I feel like maybe this person knows they've really hurt you and you're still hurting. Maybe you're putting up a show just like they do and they know this, but they're really sorry, is what I'm hearing. I'm really sorry, I didn't mean to hurt you. I meant what I said when I said that I love you. If this person has confessed their feelings, they were genuine. It's just the behavior. It was a dumb move, is what I'm hearing. It was just a profound dumbness, is what I'm hearing. This person is really beating themselves down. Pile number 3 is what I really want to let you know. And you might have a little bit of harshness towards this person, because I feel like the sun in reverse really talks to me about you. It's almost like this person feels like you're giving up on the vision that you both saw. I see the 6 of Cups and the 3 of Cups. So it's like they're really missing you. I feel like this person also wants to show up outside your place and just surprise you. They kind of want to surprise you, is what I'm hearing. Yeah. So we're gonna flip your cards. There's a lot of distraction. Like they're trying to do things, but then they come back to you. They can't forgive themselves. They want your forgiveness, but they feel like you need this time to build yourself back up. As much as the moves that they make, and they make you consider that whether they're really dumb or they have senses or not, I feel like they really talk poorly about themselves, because I don't like the way I'm calling them dumb, but I can't find another word. It's like I have to express the way I feel about this energy, right? And I feel like this is an energy of understanding how you feel, and then you accumulate it into sentences and deliver it through words, like pure communication. This is what this person didn't do. It's like accumulate those words. They get tongue tied, and they just get tripping on. It's like a lot of slurping. My god, it's so difficult with your energies over here. I think that this person really struggles with, honestly, it's like this energy of still facing a fear of vulnerability, where they want to put in the work, come forward and let you know how they feel, but they're scared of your reaction, is almost what I feel. They feel like, what if I show them how I really feel and it's just not reciprocated? What if it's just like, you're like, please get lost? I feel like this person is expecting the worst from you, and that might be true, I don't know, but something about it, they just know this is not the right time to approach you, because you're in a really like feisty energy, is what I'm feeling. I think that you have a good history with this person, like I mean an intense one, where this person has understood you enough to know which time to sort of approach you, express this all to you, because right now, if it's fresh, they know that you're gonna really give it to them, and that's why they feel like they will have to put a fight. So I think maybe they're really giving it up to the divine to tell them when to do it. But the funny thing is that I think the divine is telling this person to um do it. So kind of feel like by the time this person will come and approach you, you would have cooled down or healed yourself. And that's not to understand whether you will want to entertain them or not, but I feel like by the time they will muster up the courage to approach you, you would have reached a place of kind of balance, where you would be out of this. I feel like this person really threw you off balance as well. This was something that was sailing, and then suddenly it's like divine intervention. I feel like you were nudged to make a move, sort of call out this person, and this person sees that it was wrong. There was somewhere where you stood up for yourself, you put a fight, you put a boundary. I can see this 5 of Wands is also a boundary, like one man army, one woman army. Like, don't overstep, don't overstay your welcome as well. Don't get too comfortable with treating me like that. So I think that these are two spectrums. Like, one is your person self-depreciating, and the other one is you empowering yourself more, but still putting this boundary by not sort of like, we don't have the Queen of Swords over here, then I would have understood that maybe you became really aggressive. But I think that you expressed this from a place of like, I'm really hurt with what you did. And because you did that, I think pile number 3, this person also went out of balance, because they also saw this um image of you, which was sort of like mask off, like they realized that they gave you the impression that they're not that serious about you, is almost what I feel. So we have believe and succeed. This is the 6 of Wands again in reverse. So this is like they have a huge inflated ego as of now. I'm gonna be honest about that. They kind of feel like they can't make the situation better, or they just incapable, is also what I'm hearing. We have Cancer. We have the Death. So with the Devil, we have the Death.
Scorpio and Capricorn energies, very heavy energies. And we have love makes the difference. Love helps heal past hurts and provides a sense of security and self-worth. So this almost really talks about the fact that, this person didn't recognize how much their past patterns were playing out in this connection. And with the Cancer, I can really see this as, I'm going to pull out one more card, strengthening bonds, Ace of Wands in reverse. So yeah, I would say that there's determination. It's sort of like uninspired, like it's fluctuating. Like, I want to go forward, I want to make that gesture, I really want to win your heart again, but I'm scared you're going to really turn me down. So this is because of a projection. This is a self-depreciating thought, which is like, I am anyways a failure is what I'm hearing. I'm a loser. These are really, really derogatory words, right? Calling yourself dumb, loser, failure. It's like all these things. It's almost like your person was in on an ego trip when this connection was sailing, and you were sort of bearing the behavior that they were giving you until the universe pushed you to place your boundary. And this person was also given a reality check along with you, that this connection is not actually going as good as you think. And it just gave this person a reality check as well, that you're not really treating this person right. You're not treating pile number 3 as good as you think you are. So this sort of really broke the illusion, right, of thinking that I'm really doing very good. And I think that with the death, things could have ended, is what I almost feel like with the Cancer. Again, with the Queen of Cups energy, it's almost like you learn how to put your own needs first. And this is how this person is kind of viewing you right now, is you're not defensive, but you've placed a boundary and you're still operating from a loving energy, is what I feel. So there's massive respect that you've earned because of your struggle, because you really had to put up with a lot with this person, is what I'm feeling. And time after time, this person has somewhat not been able to release a pattern completely, of not completely investing in this connection, or sort of showing you that they really do care. This person couldn't provide you a heck a lot of security that you wanted. Just because you're in this Queen of Cups energy, that doesn't mean that you would reduce your needs and requirements in a relationship. I think that you are learning how to fulfill yourself, and so is this person, through this gesture or upholding of boundary. I think that this has given this person a lot to think with the Mercury energy, about how they were sort of just thinking or pre-assuming really good things about themselves until you gave them a reality check, which is, I feel like this energy is kind of bittersweet. I'm not gonna lie. It's almost like this person was sort of like la 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 la, like I'm doing the best I can, and then you just like stop. Like this is not good enough. Like, I think that what you said made this person feel like they're not good enough, and it's like a triggering, right? Because the both of you were feeling unworthy in some shape or form. You were settling for less, pile number 3, and this person was kind of not stepping up until you were like, I'm not settling for this, right? And then the sort of aftermath was that this person felt inadequate. So basically this is like classic projection on each other, and this is like the divine feminine energy leading the divine masculine energy. So with the death, I feel like this represents the both of you, like where you settled for less, it's because you felt like you don't deserve more, and until the universe made you realize this. And this person, I think, is in a phase of kind of feeling down in the dumps and being like, maybe I just can't do better. With the Ace of Wands in reverse, I think that this is an energy where this person is having to nurture themselves. I think that this, whatever happened, this cycle really took a toll on the both of you, because it made you feel like we can't do any better on your own respective ends. But what the universe is showing you, that this is just a self-limiting belief. With the Devil over here and the Mercury, this can determine about self-fulfilling prophecies or limiting beliefs at the least. And I think that with the death energy, this is honestly about leaving behind these limiting beliefs. It's like the universe is like, we've had enough. It's time to sort of get a clean slate for these things. You are completely worthy, and the both of you deserve to feel like that about yourselves. So I'm hearing, I was about to say the word each other, to you deserve to feel like that about each other. So it's almost like you were expecting each other to heal your wounds. But you have to understand that when you're on a self empowerment healing journey, you can barely soothe another person's wounds unless and until you know how to heal your own. So I think that if there was a separation, it was much needed, because otherwise you both would have poured onto each other and created more chaos in the connection. If maybe this person ghosted you, and that was just another way of divine intervention where you were forced to leave because you were like, god damn it, I'm not getting a reply, so am I really going to stick around to somebody who's not making me feel valued enough? So something about this energy could also talk about ghosting you and not letting you know how much you mean, because this is an energy in pile number one. That's why I feel like I gave you the reference of pile number one. If you were called to that, must watch. So now we have the cards of house 7. So this is all about partners. This says profound relationships, intimacy, and romantic partnerships. So something about this connection definitely was like this person did not they were not investing enough, because they didn't have that depth within themselves. They had to dive way more deeper, and it's almost like you had to constantly check after this person, are you still there? Because there would be moments of just like ghosting. I feel like there's a lot of ghosting or just being not available, and this is because they were not reaching that depth within. So this was a phase where it had to crack open for you. I think that as the feminine energy, if you're that, you had to really get that sort of soul shock, like what are you doing? You're not getting as much as you deserve, or at bare minimum. And when you knocked the door for this person, it was just like a wake up call for them as well, like I'm not treating pile number 3 right. So these barriers had to break down, where it's just like a domino effect. Like you thought you can't do any better, and this person thought that they can't do any better for you, but it's like the universe is empowering the both of you within, because the Cancer is a really important energy over here. And with the house 7, this can talk about breaking these past patterns, is almost what I feel. This could also talk about, you both might have had these tendencies of being like, okay, now we're probably going to separate for a few months, I'm going to have my I don't know, like flings in something, then I'm going to come back. But the universe is like, no, 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 we're not making third party of fiasco here this time. I think that the universe is really making the both of you work if you're in separation. If that's something that you resonate with, it's not about mingling with other people, it's about serious business this time, is what I'm feeling. With love makes the difference, it's a lot about healing from your past as well. So I'm feeling like maybe childhood, if the both of you have really face difficulty in connecting with another person, trusting them, investing in them, because certain times when people don't invest, and this could just be your person, it's just because you feel like I'm probably going to get my heart broken, so I might as well leave right now so it doesn't hurt later on too much. So I think that this person, if they ghosted you, it could also be that thing where it's like, I am not able to match up as it is, so might as well just leave right now. So this was one of the mistakes this person made. Like, it's like choosing fear over love, and they regret that because they're thinking about how they conducted themselves in front of you. It's sort of like cowardly behavior, and they're really kicking themselves down, because it's like, I think they could have given you an impression that they don't care about you, which is now what's kicking in, because the fear is sort of, like, the illusion is breaking, and they're realizing that they gave you that impression that they didn't want to get close to you. I mean, they did mess up, but then they also gave you the sort of impression that they weren't serious about you. That's what we roundabout to in the beginning, that they just gave you the wrong impression. They gave you the impression that they were playing with you again, is almost what I feel. Like you have to fight for their attention. Oh wow, we have Ascension. We have Love is All Around You in reverse. We have Jeweled Web Connectivity. And we have Integrity. Your person could be a songwriter, lyricist, or something. I'm getting a lot of rap songs in the back of my head. So it's like this person's ego had to be shattered down yet again, is what I'm hearing, and yours as well. So ego isn't always like, we're thinking poorly about ourselves, or we're thinking really good about ourselves, we're being boastful. It can be two spectrums where it's like your ego was thinking low about yourself, your person's ego was thinking way too good about themselves when they're not doing right. So this ego had to be broken down, and I think that with the jeweled web, this person is connecting dots right now with ascension 24 number 6, and 32 is 5 again. There's a progression, right? And we have 25 over here as well, so 7 as well. So there's an energy of just realizing that they should have acted better in this connection. They should have shown up the way that they aspired to be in the moment, is almost what I'm hearing. Like they promised you things, but they didn't do those things. But I feel like the ascension and integrity and jewel web is also a message from spirit that the both of you are progressing in this connection. I feel like there's a reluctant energy on your end whether you want to get back with this person, but that's not up for debate over here in this general reading. But I would like to mention that with the jeweled web, this person is connecting dots as to why this happened. And I think that this person is also seeing your shadow side where you were settling less, but now they see that the bandwidth of you tolerating these things are becoming really smaller. It's like you saw that in the beginning, maybe you saw red flags and you could have sort of ignored your intuition to prolong the stay, but it's like this person sees that you recognize that in them before they recognized in themselves. So there's sort of like this understanding that you are somebody that knows their own shit, you know certain things that they don't know, and they also kind of feel like you're always one step ahead. They kind of compare themselves with you, and I don't feel like it's in a way where they want to one up you, but they kind of are inspired to be like you, which is really good, right? You're really upholding a level of standard that this person wants to meet, and they feel like they're not there yet. But I really feel that in my gut, spirit is telling me that they're aspiring to be that. So the growth part is almost there, but it's like it's taking time, it's gonna take time. It's like building blocks is almost what I'm hearing. We have sacrifice. What can you let go of? Root girl, disowned self. Very powerful card over here. And we have back to what you love, reevaluate your desires. So over the Queen of Cups and the Cancerian energy, it's like they were being selfish of their energy, is almost what I feel. And with the Sacrifice card and the Root Girl is somebody that abandons themselves. So I did speak about the fact that they noticed that you abandoned yourself for a while just to have their company around. And this person could have abandoned themselves just to have maybe monetary gains, or just the way they look in society. There's some cause and effect that happened that both of you were mirroring, not exactly in the same way, but the root of it was similar. So the both of you kind of are really in alignment with each other on this journey right now. As I see with the root girl, this is a very powerful card. You should have a look at it. It's almost like you're kind of like re it's like regeneration in the most powerful sense. Number 46 reduces to 10. So this is again, coming back to number 1. It's like coming back to self and like recombining all parts of yourself, body, mind, spirit, is what I'm feeling. And with the sacrifice, it's almost like um maybe if there were third party influences, and third party could be fear of intimacy. It's like this person wants to let down that. Death and ascension are two cards with integrity. When we unfolded them, really tells me that this person is realizing that they want to willingly sacrifice this, or they're sort of like mustering up the courage to do that right now, is what I'm really gonna say. Considering we have the card jeweled web, they see the connectivity, they're connecting the dots right now, and they're seeing how things honestly just played out in this connection. And it's just telling them that they're sort of re-owning themselves through the trauma. And with integrity, I feel like this is a very powerful card, which is like even though they feel down on themselves right now, they're wanting to still do right by you. This person is not at all wanting to play you. Pile number 3. So we're gonna get a few channel messages from this person. We have, I'm sorry for my behavior, I've received the taste of my own medicine. So I feel like this is karma biting them back, because I feel like this is all about the universe. And I think especially if you left, you really just showed it, right? You're not going to stick around. I have been craving you. So I feel like this is about your warmth, because the Queen of Cups is a very delicious, nurturing energy. I can't see you with anyone else. We're meant to be together. So this person, I feel like when this came around over, back to what you love, reevaluate your desires in reverse, they feel like they didn't give you what you deserved, and they connect that, and they know that it made you really sad. So they kind of feel like it was fair enough for you to leave because they weren't treating you right. But it's a classic case of I didn't realize what I had until I lost it, in a way. And bottom of the deck, we have intense chemistry like I've never felt it with anyone else, and I'm only hot and cold because I'm scared of being vulnerable with my heart. So this is an ongoing pattern that I see with your person. It's a lot about intimacy. And trying to maybe walk too much, or like just diffuse the intensity between the both of you, because when you haven't had real intimacy, it feels very overwhelming. I think that this is something within you as well, just because we have the card connectivity and ascension and death, because these energies are feeling very mirroring to me. So even though you are sharing the same behavior, there could be regret on your part as well for certain things, but the both of you ultimately are learning how to forgive yourselves for the mistakes that you have made. So you both are kind of really just seeing that I want to put an end to this. For you, it's self-depreciating, and for this person, it's sort of like treating you poorly, right? So before we conclude pile number 3, I do have advice for you, which is surrender resentments in reverse, surrender stress, and balance spirituality and practicality, Pisces. So I feel like when there's Pisces in reverse, it's giving me a lot of like moon in reverse. And again, this sort of really binds with saying that maybe this has really taken you aback in your life. You're not able to do basic things, you're really stressed, you're not able to do your daily chores, you're feeling really fatigued, and it's completely fine, because you need this time to release these wounds. I think that these are very ancestral wounds that you both are releasing, because the root girl is almost like the roots, ancestral depiction. So I feel like it's important for you to realize to be kinder to yourself right now, so that the more kinder you are, the more better approach you will have to this connection, because I know that you think about it every day, and sort of keeping that bitterness in your heart is not going to make this situation better for you or your person, because I think that you have an energetic bond, which is precisely why I feel like this person knows that you're really down in dumps as well, and it kind of adds to their guilt, because it is by getting your heart broken so that it cracks open and you can start feeling your heart more, so you can operate from a soul level, right? So the both of you have been hurt, and your masculine has hurt you, and I think that this is the reason why this person feels so sad, because the most that he feels or she feels for you, and then seeing that this person is hurt the person that they love the most, it really breaks them, right? And that's why we have the card, I'm sorry for my behavior. It's like they didn't want to do it, but it did it, and it's kind of important for you to also open your eyes, and it did open your eyes, but it's almost like you have to accept the situation for what it is. So the advice is that now things have happened the way they have happened. You don't have to decide whether this is the right person for you right now or not. Whereas I think that you kind of just have this belief inside that somewhere along the lines we will reunite, even if your ego isn't letting you accept this right now. But I feel like the amount of cycles that you've had with this person, it's almost like this time around these were one of those biggest cycles that require for you to really recuperate within. So at this point, it would be helpful if you just are nicer to yourself, kinder to yourself, and not critical or self-critical as to, oh my god, how did I let this person do that to me again, right? I just want to leave it at this note that lessons are sort of like repeated until balance is restored. So however you interpret that, all right? So pile number 3, I'm done with your reading. I'm going to leave it here. I really do hope that you found a message that was helpful. If you did, please do hit the like button, subscribe for more, hit the bell icon so you know whenever I upload next. Let me know down in the comment section how that resonated, and I'm going to see you guys in another one. Bye.